Hey everybody, how are you? Hey Larry, I know. Um, okay, Larry is asking me about my tablet, which I bought. It's an Android tablet, and I've been playing around with it. And I'm just turning it on now to see how well it records what I'm talking about, and then I'll copy what it does into the link below, and we'll go from there. So what I have found is that I can't use it in Chrome. I have to use the Android Google Docs, but I have found out that it actually works offline. So I took it to work today, and during lunch I was just typing up an email, and it was pretty good capturing it. I was in a really large room though, and it was not always catching it. So I am thinking that I might invest in a Bluetooth headset microphone and see if that makes a difference. But so far I've been really, really pleased with it. I'm able to get on Instagram, and it's recording pretty well. It's just captured most of what I've said. It stops from time to time. And I don't know if that's something I'm doing, something I'm hitting, if there's a time limit on it. But for the fact that while I'm talking to you, it's playing and recording what I'm saying quite well. And as I said, I'll copy what it's recorded down below, and it's right in front of me, so I can see when the little green button stops recording. And I used to have that same trouble with Google Voice typing when I had it on my computer. So it's one of those things that it's free. It's available on depending on your internet connection and your microphones. And you know, for the few times that it stops working and you've got to press the button again, it's a lot easier than having to have to get it transcribed and type it all up again. So I'm quite happy with what's been happening with Google Voice typing and how much time it's saved me. Often you are, you know, just trying to figure out what you want to say. And while you're typing, you're paying attention to your fingers and how fast you're typing and how to spell the words. And this is capturing it. I also did a test for a friend of mine, Tina Shang. I'm going to be on her show, Repurposes, on Wednesday, my time at 2 a.m. I'll have to set a blaring alarm for that, or stay up. I'm not sure. I'm tossing up which way I'll go, whether I go to bed early or not. You'll all know, because late night will either be really, really early or it'll be really, really late. Oops, I pressed it off. So, yep, so tonight's and continuing these are, yeah, well, it is pretty much nearly as accurate as Dragon, plus you don't have to train it like you do with Dragon. I don't know if it's got any better, but I used it at one of the places I worked at, and the amount of work to get it to actually understand what I was saying and having to remember to put everything in and all the rest was really, really hard. And my Android tablet is actually better at accepting punctuation. It gets a full stop or a new paragraph much better than my computer would. So and it was doing the new paragraphs quite easily, and doing full stops. So it's as I said, I'll copy what it's recorded straight into here after I'm finished, and you'll be able to see just how accurate it can be. And as I was saying, I've been doing some testing with using the tip you gave me, Larry, for being able to get what's it called, to the sound mix thingy. You can tell I'm technical, can't you? Hang on a minute. The microphone. It's not allowing me to change it while I'm in the middle of this. So, but in order to be able to play back your videos and have it recorded, the sound mix something, Larry, does that ring a bell? I can't remember. But it was, she was doing an interview, Tina Shang. She was doing an interview, and I had 3 people talking, and it was capturing quite a few words. And as we all know, the more you use Google Voice typing and the more you talk, the more it recognizes the words that you say. And then sometimes it can go backwards. I noticed when I first started recording my name, if I would say Tania, it would spell it with a I, and now it's spelling it with a Y, which is a bit annoying, but that's just the way it is. And it's a quick find and replace. And this is saving it in Google Docs while I'm talking. And as I said, I actually had it offline, no internet connection at all, and it was recording what I was saying while I was at work. Now, I was doing it during my lunch break, so it was in between munching away, so it did pretty well in capturing what I said. So yeah, I've been really, really pleased with what it was doing. So good value for me. I've been quite pleased. Stereo mix, thank you very much. Yeah, so if you play a video, and I was replaying some training videos by Chad Nicely, and I was actually able to watch the words appear on the screen as I was listening to it. And as I said, Tina, she had 3 people on the broadcast with her, and so there was people talking, not so much talking over each other, but 3 different accents. Tina is from the South, has a Southern accent. I don't recognise this stuff as an Aussie. But she has mentioned in the past that she does have a Southern accent. So it captured her speaking quite well. You could see when I was going from the transition from one to the second to the third person, it struggled a little bit. But yeah, captured it quite well. So as always, I really love my Google Voice typing because it's really capturing so much of what I'm saying, and that allows me to repurpose more content. And for the hassle of having to press a button again, I think I'm quite happy to be hassled that way, because I'm not having to sit and type it all up. And I don't know if any of you have done transcribing, but it is the most boring job. Because you have to listen, type, replay, listen, type, replay, listen, type, replay, and depending on the words that they use, I've done transcribing for both a nautical, in that it was a fisheries department, and also for a legal department. And honestly, by the time I got to the end of those transcripts, you were sick of the person's voice, you were sick of the words that were on there. And of course, if you had somebody who mumbled, you would have to play it 4, 5, or 6 times to get up, 3 sentences, or sorry, not even 3 sentences, 3 words done. So watching Google Voice typing do this while I'm sitting here enjoying talking to you. South US is well pronounced vowels. Oh, it's a draw. Well, I was listening to Tina, and it was picking up her voice quite well. So, it still gets words wrong. Like I just said, it picked up her voice and it put in boys, because of the way I pronounce it. And I've still been playing around with it. I'm not sure if I've actually selected Aussie English in the Google Docs. I could do it easily in Google Voice typing on Chrome on the computer, but I'm not quite sure if I've set it up properly on here. And again, I'm still playing with it. I'm still Googling and playing with things. I haven't even worked out how to turn off the sound when I press keys yet. But you know me, I will find a way to get it done and make sure that I know how it works, and it will become even more successful for me. But I've been able to download some apps that I haven't been able to use, like Instagram, so I'll be able to start posting images to Instagram, all sorts of little other things, that because I know I love my Windows phone and I should have got a different phone by now. I haven't, I won't, and I'll be dragged kicking and screaming to an Android phone. But this little tablet is allowing me all the power of an Android phone without having to actually use an Android phone, and it allows me to record and type while I'm out and about. So pretty pleased. And as I said, the fact that it works, voice typing works offline, surprised me. I thought I would have had to have been connected, but I wasn't, and it worked really, really well. So that's playing around with that. Other things I've been mucking around with. Hi, Syed. I didn't say hello to you earlier. I apologise. Nice to see you join in. It's mainly main things I'm concentrating in the moment. I had a really great session with my coach a little while ago, and I've got a number of goals that I want to work on. The main thing is, first thing is, I'm going to play with the crap tablet you get with your phone tomorrow. What do you mean by that? Oh, you get a tablet with your phone when you buy your phone, did you, Larry? Okay, have a muck around with that and see how you go. I didn't spend a lot of money on this tablet because I didn't know what it would be like. And not only that, I did a bit of research, and for what I needed, I could have spent 3 or 4 times as much, but got almost exactly the same thing. And this is a Lenovo. I use Lenovo at my job, and it works really, really well. So I've been happy with using them, and my little tablet's going strong. So you get a little Telstra tablet. Yeah, I haven't seen that. So that's an Android tablet, Larry, or a Windows tablet? We're going to have to find a way for you to sneak away from the family. No, I'll start doing some more Facebook lives. I don't mean that, honestly. I was only joking, guys. Don't recommend anybody sneaking away from their families. I'm going to start, I keep saying I'm going to start back up with my morning ones, but I'll start tomorrow and get talking about my time versus money and those sort of options. It's one of the things that comes up a lot when you're talking about business automation, is that people want to be like everybody else, which is understandable, but it all comes down to a lot of the people that you're wanting to copy or emulate making so much more money than you, whether they've been doing this for a little while or a long way, whatever the reason is, but they can afford some of the tools that you can't. So it comes down to, you have to do some things because you have the time, you do some things because you have the money, and you do some of them for the both. Okay, then we'll try your little crappy Telstra tablet. That sounds terrible, but for people who aren't from Australia, it's you could almost say it's an Aussie requirement, tradition, habit, lifestyle choice. I don't know, Larry might have some good words for it. That we don't like Telstra, who is the main supplier of telecom in Australia and has been for a long time, and for a long time had a monopoly, and they still have the widest coverage in the country. And if you want to get a party upset or head up or really cranky, you can start talking about Telstra horror stories, and everybody's got one. So, and we have other choices now, but it all still rides on the back of the original telecom that was set up by Telstra many years ago. And part of the issues in Australia for our crappy internet, which many people talk about, is that we're still copper wires, and we're trying to change over to fiber. Is that what it's called? Oh, I've gone blank. Yeah, fiber, and how it's connected to people's homes and all the rest. And I've been really lucky, and I still don't know why my town was, because we usually don't get much, but we were one of the early uptakes of the NBN, which is very fast uploads and downloads, and a large fiber cable, so that we could actually get lots of good internet. So I've had that for quite some time now. So, but other people are just starting to get it. You might have seen another late night I did the other day, which was with Adair, and she just got NBN on and was just flabbergasted with the change. And for those Aussies who still don't have NBN or faster internet, they go overseas and are just blown away just with the speed of Wi-Fi, let alone of to home internet. But anyway, that's just something. So when we talk about Telstra, we usually don't have many great stories to tell. So that's just a little bit of what you get with late night. You find out more about Aussies. So yeah, I'm just going to keep doing these, going to keep doing my morning ones, going to be talking about time and automation and business, and how you can use free when you start out, and in some cases you keep on using free forever because it does what you need. One of the things I often talk about is that you use what you've got. and that includes both your skills, but also anything that you bought. Don't go buying expensive things if you're not making money yet, unless you can see that there is a good reason to invest in it. And when that happens, you're the only one who can decide if you're going to spend the money. But don't just keep buying because of the sake of buying. I've got friends who have 4,500 pop-up plugins and products and things and then when you go to their website, they're not even using a pop-up, but they just keep buying them because it's the latest thing. Work with what you've got and then see what else is available. When you buy a theme, see what other things come with it, what options it has. Use it to the best degree that you can, and just keep on doing what you're doing and keep on doing it well. That's getting a little bit serious for late night, but hey, it's my show and I'll cover anything I want to. I sort of wander all over the countryside. And that's another Aussie saying. I don't know if it's from overseas. Maybe somebody will let me know. Anyway, that was my Facebook Live for tonight. I'm Tania Shipman from Simple Solutions Today and Business Automation 101. I come on every night, late at night, just to talk about whatever's going on, whatever's caught my eye, whatever's interesting, or people asking me questions like Larry did and just talking about a little Android tablet that I bought that is recording so much of my conversation. And I'm just going to put the raw data straight into under here in the comments so you can actually see what it looks like, and see how much of it captured. And the good thing is that if you're watching this later, you could have actually been reading this, or if you want to just go and grab a few bits of it and see how much of it captured. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm going to just copy this. I can't copy this. I've got to go and get it out off my drive. Again, it's uploading it as I'm speaking and saving it into my Google Drive, but I'll go and copy it and put it in, and I'll catch you all up later. Talk to you in the next video, and please say hi. See you, everybody.